Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Moorelands Kids Lead On with me, Jauntzy. I have a very special episode for you today, but first, let's go through our habit and quality of the week. And so this week, our habit is achieve more together, and our quality is trustworthiness. Now, remember, for achieve more together, that's all about doing things as a team and remembering that each member of the team all has different strengths, and those strengths together make us more successful. It's just like how Fisher and I, as the camp directors, constantly work in a team with each other. Fisher has different strengths than me, so together we're able to do so many great things at camp because together we're able to achieve more. Our quality, trustworthiness, is all about doing what you say you're going to do. And so, for example, if I tell you that every single week you're going to be able to see me in a Moorelands Kids Lead On video, and I don't do that, then that's building a reputation that I am not to be trusted because I'm not doing what I say I'm going to do. Instead, if I tell you that I'm going to do it, I'm going to keep doing it and make sure to build that reputation that you can trust me and I'm someone that you can reach out to and share things with and trust that person. And so that's what trustworthiness is all about. Those two habits and qualities are really important to keep in mind with our activity today. So let's get started. Okay, everyone. So today's craft is making hearts. And the reason that we want to make hearts is because we're going to be making hearts to post in our windows on GivingTuesdayNow. GivingTuesdayNow is a special day coming up where we all together are going to get to thank all of those essential workers who are helping to keep us safe, helping to keep us healthy, and working really hard to make sure all of that stuff gets done. There are people like doctors and nurses, people who are still working in the restaurants to prepare takeout food for us if we need it, people who are delivering groceries, or people who are working in the grocery stores that we use. All of those people are doing really great work to keep us safe. And this is an opportunity for us to thank all of those people together. So, what you're gonna need for this activity is some paper, markers, or a pen, or just something that you can draw and write with. Whatever you have at home is totally great. You're also gonna need a pair of scissors. Now, these are my scissors. They're a little bit more dangerous than a regular pair of scissors because they're very, very sharp. Remember that all scissors are very sharp right here, so we wanna make sure that we're asking our parents to use scissors and to give us the pairs of scissors that work best. So now that we've gathered all of our materials, let me show you the first way that we have to make a heart for those essential workers. Okay, so the first way to make a heart is really, really easy. All you need to do is take your sheet of paper like this, and you're gonna fold it in half. Now, I like to say fold it in half like a hamburger, because it's that way, whereas folding it in half like a hot dog would be a longer way. So you're gonna fold it in half like this, okay? So now that you have your careful folded in half paper, what you're gonna do is you're gonna look for that side that has the fold. So this side has the fold, whereas this side is the side that I open up. All I need to do for this way to make a heart is I'm gonna cut half of a heart out, and that way when I open up that fold, I have a full heart. So, I can do this in two ways. I can cut freehand without drawing it first, but just to be safe, I'm gonna use one of my markers so that I have something to follow along with my cut. So I'm just gonna draw half a heart. I'm gonna start right here at this folded part, and I'm gonna draw all the way around. So So let's try that. So now that I have my folded piece of paper, I'm gonna draw a crescent, or what's half of a heart. I'm gonna use my marker and I'm gonna draw along the folded side here to start. I'm not gonna draw starting at the side that opens up because then it won't work. I'm gonna draw on the side that has that fold. So I'm gonna start not at the top, here, not at the top, but rather a little bit down, because remember that crescent comes up and goes down. And this is gonna give me my line that I can use to cut on. So let's draw that half crescent. Okay, so now that I have my crescent right here, I can use my scissors to cut along that crescent and cut out a heart. If you're not, if you're worried that you're not gonna do such a great job, or you just want a little bit of help because remember, achieve more together, we all have different strengths, then this is where you could ask for help with a brother, a sister, or a parent, okay? So I'm gonna cut along that line. Okay, and now when I unfold what I cut, I have a perfect heart right there, which is ready to go. Now let's say I wanted to make a second heart and I wanted to draw it on a full piece of paper. I also now, using the scrap that I have a little thing that I can trace with. So that is our first way to make a heart. Now, our second way to make a heart is really good if you want to draw little hearts, or you don't necessarily want to use a whole piece of paper just to make that one heart. What we need for it again is a sheet of paper and a marker, but this time we don't need to cut anything out or anything like that, so I'm gonna put our scissors to the side. What you're gonna do is you're gonna start by drawing 2 dots. One at the top and one below, just like that. Now, because I draw with this hand, I'm gonna start by drawing this half of a heart using my dots. I have the one on the top to show me the top of the heart, and the one on the bottom to show me the bottom of the heart. Because I draw with this hand, I'm gonna start on this side. The reason I don't wanna start on this side, you're gonna see in a second. So, there you go. You can see I drew half my heart, and I drew it on the side that my hand isn't covering. The reason I want to draw it on the side that my hand isn't covering, because now when I draw here, you can see if I was drawing like this, my hand would be covering it and I wouldn't be able to follow along and see what I did. So now I'm going to draw on the side that it wasn't covering, and I'm going to follow along. And now I have my heart. So that's a second way that you can use to draw a heart. There's only one thing left to do now, and that's to decorate our hearts. Okay, so now you can see I've made my heart, but remember, our habit this week is achieve more together. So what's really gonna help us out with this Giving Tuesday Now is if all of you get to do it and send in a picture of you holding your heart like this that we can put up on our website and our social media pages like Facebook. So just as an example, here's a couple of pictures we've gotten already from some Moorelands staff that you might recognize. So Moorelands community, we need you to help us out, because remember, we're going to achieve more together. We need you to make your heart, take a picture of yourself holding your heart, just like all those staff did, and send it in to us using either Jody's email or info@moorelands.ca. I know that that's up on our screen right now, or you can find that in the information below, or when I do the YouTube live today, if you ask then, I'll be able to share it again, so that we can make sure that we can put everything together in time. We're asking you to send in your heart to those email addresses by April 30th, which is in 1 week. So Thursday, April 30th, we need all of those to come in, and then that way on Giving Tuesday, we'll be able to post them up. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to send in your heart by April 30th to info@moorelands.ca. And finally, thanks so much for watching another episode of Lead On. Moorelands Kids, we out.